But paratroopers are giving it their best. And I mean, look, this thing is down to 1 health, so at least good job there. P-47's inbound. So Yag Tiger gonna have some issues. Here they come, ladies and gentlemen. Airstrike inbound with the Jackson support. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17 bringing you another SUH2 replay. This is a 3v3 on White Ball Express. Again, really great map. Can't wait to see what these guys do here. And these guys are made out of a group of 2 Brits and American versing 2 Vermont and OKW. We got Novak, Masskill, and a guy I can't pronounce his name for. So what does that mean? Well, that means like look at his profile to see if I can come up with a name. Oh god damn it. Alright. Alright, so we have a girl here who has plates. Don't get the reference. So I'm just gonna call you Weeb. Then we got Dingleberry, Duve LTL4. We'll just call it 2004, and the Conqueror. Why can't people have pronounceable names? Like seriously, even was it Dingleberry over here? I can pronounce. Anyway, if you want to submit replay, submit to greyshotproductions@gmail.com. Can't believe I forgot my own email. Anyway, name, description, of course the detachment, no mods, and no AI, except for like the last 5 minutes. That's fine. But in any case, definitely submit it and I'll take a look. Kubel opening fire on the Vickers. I mean, good idea to fight the Brits. Also, let's double check their playtime real quick to see what are we looking at here. A little bit of mixed bag, but the Axis have their shit more together, so they have at least a better playtime lead. Rifle grenade already being fired on them. Pioneers probably have to pull back. MG being overwhelmed or at least flanked by the British infantry section. Kubel needs to come in there, but again we have the Vickers right there. So the MG42 is being flanked by this. Vickers should be able to hopefully put some shots into Kubel. Maybe the British infantry can knock out said Kubel. MG though repositioning. He doesn't move in time and it'll be suppressed. Meanwhile German infantry are in mid pushing up. Does cut that off so they can't use it for defensive purposes any longer. Axis, while they did push up, didn't grab any territory. So even if they take anything in the front, the Axis currently have 6 munitions and 4 fuel, and they had that for about 3 minutes. Suffice to say, they're not going to do great in terms of overall resources if they don't connect something soon. Luckily, Novak over here realizes this and connects the territory. Also, Masskill went breakthrough doctrine. We got ourselves Dingleberry going airborne. We got ourselves nope, nothing yet. So yeah, no one else has picked doctrines. MG being hit by the Vickers, overwhelmed with the British infantry coming along the side. Nice easy push, and they drive them back. Kubel putting some pressure on the British infantry section. Not bad idea. Again, infantry section, while they have been buffed, Kubel's still a good damage dealer, and up to Vet 1. Hot damn, and it probably pushed the squad back. Meanwhile, we got Volk squads. I'm sorry, my apologies. Panzerfusiliers trying to get around this MG. They should be able to do it if they can get out of this sight. Hold on, does he have sight? They shouldn't have sight in just a moment. Oh, there we go. Kubel opening fire on the flank of the British MG. The Vickers will need to probably retreat if he doesn't get reinforcements. Second Vickers coming on in. That might actually be it. MG42 though opening fire and forces them back. Though nice rifle grenade gets 2 models off that Grenadier squad. While Pathfinders grabbed that point though. They probably should have moved over, maybe fired a little bit. Whatever. Rifle grenade doing actually a considerable amount of damage. Already up to Vet 1 with that. Meanwhile, MG still over here, or at least, you know, back up. MG just out of its range, but they are guarding the fuel, so the Allies are getting a decent amount of resources, so good push on their part, except for mid. That's where the Germans are at least doing well, at least getting double munitions. But we'll see if that continues, or maybe the Allies counterattack. Right now, we have a lot of these current beacons on the field. That could reinforce your own paratroopers or other squads. Dingleberry has a lot of manpower. That might be why he's saving up. Again, not the smartest move, because again, you definitely want to make sure you get an upgrade out, which, okay, good, you're getting the captain. But B, the other major thing is the fact that even yet, oh wait, rifle grenade? Oh my god, Kubel's almost dead. Pull back, Kubel, get out of there, survive, live, no, god dang it. He was 2 days away from retirement. And then quickly redeployment once they realize they're losing. Anyway. But yeah, you probably, even though you're gonna rush for it, you need to get up your you know, the CP points, the command points, and the best way to do that is, of course, upgrading your base or just, you know, killing enemy units or losing your own. But again, there's plenty of times where I'll sacrifice Panzer IV to summon a king or tiger or, you know, something like that. Anyway, sniper on the field by the Conqueror, putting some shots along against the Axis. Honestly, yeah, so this guy's gonna fall back. Weeb is having some issues, though, as MG's going to suppress the infantry. We do have our engineers coming around the flank. Good close range, so they should be able to drive him back. And yeah, they do. And he's going to retreat. Now, unfortunately, he's not going to retreat as spectacularly as another thing I've seen today, where a naked man did backflips upstairs to retreat from a couple... what are they called? I forget the team's name. Section 9 from Ghost in the Shell. Yeah, but yeah, apparently there's a Netflix Ghost in the Shell series with animation worse than the Clone Wars. It doesn't look great. I'll be honest. It looks like something from, oh god, there was an Iron Man show with really iffy CGI, if bad, and it looks a little better than that. But yeah, they had a scene that was played straight of a naked man retreating by doing backflips for about 20 seconds straight, and it's as meme worthy as you think. Chris Stuckman pointed that out. Oh my god, that was the best retreat I've seen all day. Jesus, or at least the memeiest. Yeah, there's your random fact of the day for you. I'm sure that's what people wanted. A naked man doing backflips upstairs, as you know, that image. Anyway, Royal Engineers making a Boffer, gonna force the Germans to retreat. Oh my god, there goes one Grenadier squad. Second Grenadier squad gonna try to grab it. Oh my god, immediately suppressed. Boffer still letting him have it. Oh, so low. One model left. And he's gonna run. And he gets shot in the back. Oh my god. Oh, well, that's a way to go. That's a hell of a way. Both Grenadier squads are dead. Novak has lost a good chunk of his forces. Right now, Mass is probably has the most amount of forces, but he has to guard now 3 fronts. Or at least support 3 fronts. American forces, though, gearing on in, trying to push him back. Looks like he'll do that. They are grabbing the munitions again. I'll give him credit there. But the Brits are coming in. They have 5 men plus Bren, so they're really upping themselves up, though they probably should upgrade. The fact they haven't upgraded is kind of weird, in my opinion. Anyway, we got the Germans crashing their 222 into a building, because why not? A little deconstruction and reconstruction is a good idea. Bunker in mid by the Wehrmacht player. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Novak went joint operations. We have artillery and Pack 43 options. And also, we went spearhead doctrine, so not bad. Again, we could see some nice support and a tiger. Allies have yet to pick anything else. Looks like, though, their combined forces are in mid. Allied forces probably have this side pretty firmly in their... I mean, like, yes, they have this. The Boffer is not in range, but they could get men inside and use a suppressing barrage. Brace, good, he realized that. Meanwhile, Grenade, the Sturms managed to dodge it, but they're still low on health, that they're still being hit by a little bit. British infantry in the building are holding the line, at the very least. While, again, Weeb has completely left his front and came over here for the most part, at least with his frontline forces. Yeah, where are you? You have, like... yeah, that's retreating, but we really don't have much of an army. Luckily, the Allies, they don't exactly have huge armies, so right now, even though one of the Germans is pretty much down for the count, they're still having issues advancing and doing what they do. The good news is, though, for them, is at least they have double VPs, so even though the Germans are getting a decent amount of resources, like munitions, for example, even though the Allies have more fuel, and again, good job on the Allies for putting down caches in their respective sectors, so good job there. At the very least, the VP points for the Germans are going down. Also, Flame Barrage over here, currently hitting him. Okay, Conqueror, what are you getting? I mean, you went Boffer, but no AT gun or anything like that? A little weird. Anyway, British infantry opening fire with suppression going on. Commandos coming on in, pushing back the MG. Oh, Jesus, we have a glider dropping on in. So we have a commando regiment, so bombing strikes are possibly inbound. Oh my god, Volk squad's being torn apart by the commandos. And looks like they will survive to fight another day. Good job there. Meanwhile, MG being placed. Pioneers up, and Panzer Grenadiers trying to open fire, kill the plane, along with the Sturm Officer, who dropped some, or forced him to retreat. Well, that thing got destroyed. Oh my god. Alright, the piece went flying into the air. Where's it going to land? I don't know. I truly... Is it still in the air? Is that piece... Oh! Holy shit! That thing was in the... I could have ordered a pizza. It's like a hot water... sorry, water heater. Damn! I was like, is that coming... Did it go somewhere else? Nope. Nope. Alright. Well, thank you, Kotu Physics, for being what you are. Truly incredible. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Anyway, Sturm Officer being annihilated by the MG. Good job, Vickers. Might kill it, honestly. Super low. Barely makes it out alive. Meanwhile, the fighting position barely alive with the MG holding him back. Pack gun misses the shot, though half dead. May have to worry about its health and well-being. Paratroopers pushing on in. Again, no upgrades for this. So, oh, they're getting Thompsons for those. Oh, God. So that's horrifying. More commandos coming on in. Right behind the MG and bunker and normal MG. Commandos pushing on in. They're advancing. Again, throwing a grenade onto it. Oh, dear Lord. Doesn't retreat in time. He's going to lose that unit. Paratroopers will make sure it doesn't escape. Meanwhile, we have a small push by the British on the right. They've also gotten up to 5-man squads. Mortar fire and everything else is driving the MG back. And the remaining forces are just kind of being picked off by the the British infantry. Though, there's no AT gun to really deal with this thing unless you bring up the sniper. The sniper is kind of dealing with the infantry. They need to focus on that, is what I'm trying to say. Meanwhile, American forces are just having a field day. While they are being suppressed by this, they drop smokes, and they do manage to kill the bunker. So at the very least, they've killed. They made sure 2 MG positions are down. Looks like the pack got knocked out as well. And once again, the Germans are on the back foot. There is a bunker over here, which again you can find it hilarious. There's 2 bunkers, literally guarding the entirety of 1 point. Because why not? We have more. This is the 3rd commando insertion in the past 5 minutes. Dear Lord. Sorry. Oh god, I can't pronounce that name. 2004. Jesus, that's a lot of commandos. Now I don't mind if you upgrade them, but by god, that's a lot of resources putting your manpower devoted only to infantry, not, you know, upgrading your base for armor or anything like that. All right, not too bad with the Gavin Bomb action. Fortunately, it's not gonna really help out as the German infantry tear you apart. I love how the Germans are so confident. They're like, I'm putting a Panzer headquarters next to all this. Bring it on. Now, I say this, and literally there's a huge allied force coming on in. So, yeah, that thing may not live very long. Although smoke going down. Okay. Grenades being thrown. More damage on the Germans than the Allies. This may be built, and the Allies may absolutely wreck it. Mass kill does have enough to make it have the Panzer headquarters ability. The British, again, grenades or something. Maybe they were trying to direct fire. Didn't take all that much damage overall, although friendly fire with that grenade. Honestly surprised. Honestly surprised the Allies didn't do more damage to it, but the smoke, I guess, really helped. Commandos, 17 kills, by the way. Nothing to sneeze at. Managing to cause a little more damage, but Panzer headquarters upgrades itself. Probably going to die in retreat, I assume. If it will retreat. I guess commandos don't retreat, so they're going to die. He's trying to crawl its way out of there, but it did not work. We got a recon and another commando insertion because at this point, we've gone already 3. Why not 4? But anyway, in the meantime, got to give it up to Weeb over here. Doing a fantastic... by the way, I'm so sorry. If you watch this, please put your name down in the comments. I'm so sorry. I'm just pointing out the fact... I feel bad. I'm going to just say green. Green is at least taking over the right-hand side. Unfortunately, commandos have taken the back area. And will just cause more havoc for the Germans. For the other player not doing well on the German side, Novak. Novak will slowly push on in, but he only has 4 units right now. Look, I can't say 2004 is much better, but his commandos have been getting a ton of kills. So, that being said, this one might die. Probably will die on retreat, to be fair. Grenadier Squad opening fire. Meanwhile, we got mass kill with not a lot of forces himself. He's having some issues. Also, a T-gun opening fire. Makes sense on that unit. This thing is barely alive. Does get shot by Pioneers and Volk squads from long range. A lot of American infantry opening fire on the Storm Officer while it forced to retreat. Meanwhile, we got the British blob over here. The Conqueror's like, yeah, I fell back, but I'm not dead. I'm actually coming over to kill you, so just stay in place for a minute. I'm just going to wreck your shit in. And yeah, his blob is coming on in, and he does have a good amount of troops. Luckily, there are some German infantry trying to hold him back. How effectively? Well, maybe not so much. Double MGs are right there. Mine placed. Very good teller mine. Cromwell has been crippled. Pack 40 needs to put some shots into that armor and neutralize it. Although we have Incendiary coming on down onto the bunker to remove it so that way they can advance. Centaur removes the other MG. That should allow the infantry to come on in to support. Pack gun, though, has a perfect shot on target. Luckily, he's going to use the brush. Hopefully, nope, he's just going to sit there and take the shots. Okay. Wonderful. Smoke went down a little bit late. Marking the grave, I assume. We got bunker going down. Oh, sorry, it's command bunker. So he's going to try to use his reinforced point. But I'll give this. The American player, at the very least, has a Jackson, has plenty of infantry, and a good solid hold on this foot. Or this footing over here. So good job there. Mass kill does have a medical building down, but he did lose the mechanized, no, sorry, Panzer headquarters building because of the AT fire. So good job on that as well. The British having some issues. Fun fact, the constant commando insertions not going well for him. Turns out, if you keep using commando insertions, the Germans just kill them before they're able to do their objective. It's this weird thing of preemptive knowledge. The German paratroopers in Crete kind of had that issue, where even though they won the battle, the Allies knew they were coming and had way more defenses than they previously would have anticipated if they didn't know that there was a giant airborne invasion going on in Crete. But, you know, that was the thing. Although it is a big what if Malta was invaded rather than Crete. That one's I'm a little curious on. At the very least, it would help with supply issues, though Crete would probably be a major British strong point that I wonder if British bombers could then hit Romania. Or it would just be, probably would still be out of range. Maybe the tip? But anyway, just curious thoughts. Yeah, so anyway, back to this. We got the Germans, I guess, trying to reinforce and hold this objective. Bunker's dead, but also the fighting position's gone. Jackson did take some hits. Mortar carriage coming on in to try to fire some long-range shots. 2-2 still alive, by the way. Huntsville Slaves are over here taking shots from the Vickers, but at least grabbing the point. Right now, Axis need to do something as they're getting very low on those resources. I'm sorry, the VP points. And, yeah, they need to turn this tide, and fast. Meanwhile, we got the MG opening fire, and luckily it hasn't caused suppression because of the heavy cover. Storm Pioneers come on the flank. I love how they have Brens. That's just hilarious, in my opinion, the fact they have a Bren gun opening fire. Meanwhile, we got ourselves a, well, Storm Officer grabbing the point. And engineers over here. So at the very least, it looks like the Brits on this side, even though with that massive blob they brought in, wasn't enough to dislodge. And yeah, the Conqueror just healing on up in this sector. So not too bad. Another commando drop because, you know, the 5th time? How many of these goddamn commandos has he deployed? Hold on. I need to check. Commandos. Yeah, 5. I want to make sure. 5 goddamn commandos. Jesus. Drop smoke. Because of his ability, which is this, smoke rate operation. So at least he'll try to, well, hopefully, you know, not be, hopefully take the point. The last German's just like, no, we're just going to stop you. Is he going to live? That is a question. That is a question. I'm unsure about it. And yeah, it looks like he's going to live, barely. Who would have guessed it? I really thought he was going to die. Meanwhile, mortar carriage opening fire. Jackson even providing support. I'm assuming trying to kill that bunker. If they kill it, that'll be a nice win. Also, Pack 40 right here, free to take. Meanwhile, we got British, once again, doing a command vehicle upgrade, which is not bad, but it will decrease its effectiveness for that unit. The reason why I say it's not bad is because it buffs everything else around it. Unfortunately for him, he doesn't exactly have many units fighting that are actually advancing. Also, bunkers here. Again, AT gun. It's kind of a long-range target that you could get without being hit yourself. Just saying. Just pointing out that small fact. Anyway, 222 opening fire, pushing the Brits back. And yeah, they're heading back to base. Awesome. Meanwhile, the Conqueror up to tier 4? Yeah, sorry, tier 3. Does he have the ability for tier 4? No, he does not. I'm sorry. Jesus, green. What the hell does Conqueror have? He has... Okay, he doesn't have, like, the tier 3. So tier 1, platoon, tier 2, company, tier 3 would be, like, anvil and stuff like that. So he doesn't have those upgrades available. Panzer IV died to the Jackson. Again, good use of it. MG's still holding on. Novak, oof. Not so much. Not so much holding on. Having some issues, a lot of issues. A Stug now being deployed. Meanwhile, Panzer Headquarters built a little safer, even though it's literally still in the same relative area the other one was, if not just slightly more forward. The reason why this one is probably only this because at least he has some infantry between it and the enemy. So that's good. Panzer IV dying. Cromwell, though, dying to the pack. So, that's 3 armored units dying in the span of a minute. That's not great for anyone on either team. So, yeah, could be better. Could be a lot better. 222 over there. We still, again, we have the fuel point, which is barely alive. He might try to go for the kill. We have another fuel point over here. So, the Allies, resource-wise, lower than the Axis, but not by that much. I mean, like, yes, 11 fuel and about 6. But also just take a reminder that munition-wise, because of this point, and fuel-wise, it's because, well, the Axis have double fuel. So, again, not it could be a lot worse. Could be a hell of a lot worse. I mean, yeah, probably keeping yourself alive would help. Also, Centaur now on the field. Stop upgrading with the command ability if you're going to send to the front. Have it support, have it be a little farther back. Anything. Just don't send it in and expect it to kill everything when it's already a deficiency. Anyway, American force just advancing because why not? Light artillery barrage coming in. Might kill the MG. Oh, nope. MG react is pretty fast and actually does manage to pull him back. We got a raid operation going into effect by the Brits. Try to push on in with smoke dropping. Commandos coming in on the flank. MG having a rough time spotting them and shooting them. Trying to get around before the MG fires. Does manage it. Light Gammon bomb throw. He throws it. Throws it. Up. Down to 1 model. And yeah. Mortar carriages coming on in. Double firepower. Oh my god. Hurting the MG and the Obel Sedan. Gets annihilated. And the MG barely makes it back to, well, into like a safety area. We do have a forward base, so at least we'll get healed and redeployed shortly, but still. Now the Brits are attacking with a decent amount of forces, but they're all still kind of and the fire's now coming down on them, so just more fire. Just more stuff causing issues for them. Great. So how's everyone else doing? So mass kill we saw this guy at tier. Oh, they're both at it. Okay. So Novak's still at tier 3. He doesn't have the upgrade for tier 4. He's going with a Stug. Not a terrible idea, honestly, for a tank destroyer. At least you have something to fight the enemy. It's not amazing, but at least it's something. Plane crash somewhere. No, okay. Good news is it did not crash into the commando, which at least retreated. So, positives. Gotta stay positive, everyone. Also, really weird to upgrade commandos with Piats, not Brens, because they get the Bren upgrade. But, you know, it's just me. We got Centaur on the field, opening fire on the bunker, while the Jagdpanzer opens fire on it, hopefully driving them back. Cromwell's on the field, so again, anti-infantry and anti-armor with its speed. A lot of support guns, my god. Yeah, you have 2 of them. Oh, and okay, LEFH is well firing, because, you know, let's bring out the big guns to really drive the enemy back. I'm sure that's really going to work out. Jackson getting a nice shot on the Jagdpanzer. Jagdpanzer returns fire right back. Panzerfutzlers, though, trying to push back, and actually managed to push back the Pathfinders, but Captain, along with some other troops, are moving on in. Americans look very beefy in the region. Hell, they can even pick up some German weapons if they want to. Oh, Jackson, very low, though. Panzer Grenadiers got some great shots as well. They get out. most likely for some quick repairs, and they drop a Panzerschreck, so someone's going to be very happy with that. Jagdpanzer opening fire on the Cromwell, misses the shot, but luckily the two officers, which again, one artillery, one serb officer, just chilling, you know, taking the point, doing what they can. Stug as well coming on in, oh god. There goes the Cromwell. Can the Centaur be defeated? Misses the shot, shoots down a plane, and that in turn crashes. Dang. Oh my god, Stug trying to run over the infantry. Nice attempt, man, but alas, you are not getting you're not hitting it as I think as much as you probably want to hit it. Alright. Ostwind opening fire, trying to drive them back. Stug, oh my god. Hey guys, look what I have! It's to help the German army! Tree! Which has now lodged itself into the Stug. Oh good, he got it out. That's helpful. You know, the last thing you want is for the tree to just, you know, hit the ground, the tank just goes flying in the air. That would be hilarious. Probably won't happen, but, you know, just saying. We just saw Code 2 physics break earlier. Why not break again? Ostwind having some issues. Luckily, anti-infantry power should be able to drive some of these American forces back. As a Stug dive bombs the Brits with a Centaur on the verge of death, misses a shot. 6-pounder opening fire on the Stug, along with some Piat forces, hopefully driving the 222 back. Very low on health. It needs to pull on back to survive. Good job on caches, by the way, to Green, as for helping out his team. At least keeping the Germans competitive with resources. And yes, I know, I understand. But look, Novak could build it. He's just, well, in a situation where death is just always happening. Mortar carriage died. Jagdpanzer might get a second kill on this. Fires, gets the shot. Really surprised, but hot damn, he's actually got a number of good hits. British having some issues. Falling back, though Stug does pay the ultimate price. Yeah, kind of a mixed bag there, but hey, could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse. Anyway, with their forces retreating, luckily though, a mass kill is able to grab mid. Population-wise, we're looking at what? Mid-50s, and the Allies are in upper to mid-50s. So, well, it's about even with the amount of men on the field. Oh my god. Hey, let's move up the Centaur that's barely alive. Great idea! Where's the Jagdpanzer? Oh, damn it. It's still repairing. Alright, that would have been amazing if it was right there ready to snipe, but alas, not the case. Let's see, mass kills. I mean, they have enough for specials, so I'll give the Germans that. Well, for the most part. Let's see. VP point-wise, the Allies are no longer holding a VP advantage, so they're slowly losing their own VP points. But on the flip side, even though they're not, you know, they're slowly being taken down a notch. I mean, like, the Germans are still... The Germans still have a lot of ground to make up if they really want to make the Allies' VP points, you know, very low. Anyway, Centaur coming on in while Breakthrough comes down this region. Definitely drove the Americans back, but I'm not... Unless I'm mistaken, I'm trying to look for bodies. I don't see anything too major. Ostwind taking a lot of hits. Bunker being placed for a fight, you know, front line position. Though with the amount of munitions they kind of use for light artillery and the assault artillery, bonus upgrades, stuff like that are going to be hard to come by for a little while. Also, more caches. So, you know, the Conqueror's also trying to help out his team. Not a bad idea. Though Firefly, I feel like, would be super helpful with the amount of, you know, armor the Axis currently have been throwing at you. I know you've killed some, like, you've killed, like, Stug, but I feel like a Firefly would really be definitive with that. Anyway, a large American force coming on in. Fires a nice shot. Stug once again defeated. Jagdpanzer still there with Strike coming on in. Again, American, so I'm assuming P-47s. And, yeah, if it is the case, which it is, he's going to need to pull back before he dies. Luckily, Ostwind's there to shoot it down. So maybe he can shoot it down and knock out the plane. Almost, oh my god, if it would hit the American blob, that would have been incredible. Alas, not the case. But at the very least, Jagdpanzer at least didn't take too much damage. Ostwind is shooting the plane, or like attempting to shoot down the other one. Though it's coming in for a run, I think it will come in. No, it will not. Damn it. No, actually, both planes are dead. I'm sorry. I was looking at the colors and like, Nope, the American P-47 plane is not there. Although it's a commando insertion as well coming on in. It's another one, because why not at this point? Jackson very low on health, luckily is the second one on standby. Jagdpanzer holding the front, even though he's very low on health. Trying to push back the Centaur, while American forces try to grab the fuel, but unfortunately got pushed back. But they did manage to grab VPs, which is putting a ton of pressure on the Axis as they get double and possibly even triple VP capped, which, yep, right now they are. And, yeah, that's a lot of pressure. Meanwhile, again, Commandos grabbing the back, which is a nice little victory because it gets them additional resources. So good job, allies. Oh, Panzerwerfer coming on in, kind of misses the target mostly. Gets a light shot, but the Cromwell might be lucky enough to kill this. Oh, wait, no, Panther coming on in. Never mind, you want to pull back. But yeah, he doesn't really have too much to really fight that. He has 6-pounder. May want to, like, hug. But, yeah, if that Panther goes after that armor, it's pretty much a goner. Meanwhile, we have a Centaur mid. Once again, not a lot of AT present. So a big issue right now is that Panther coming on in. But luckily, the American has Jackson. And he's literally driving himself to the one spot. It's like, your ultimate weakness is this kryptonite. Just stay away from that one island and you're good. And the person immediately flies to the island. It's like, that's your one weakness and you're going to it. That sounds like a bad idea. Anyway, Panther definitely taking hits from a lot of different targets and bringing its health down a little bit. Also, nice job with Panzer Grenadiers trying to knock out that cache. Cromwell going after it because they realized that it can shoot its ass. Jackson, oh my god. Healed up, full vet 2, and armor-piercing rounds would have been, or like, sorry, better penetrating rounds would have been amazing. But that's fine. HVAP rounds are not necessarily needed if they can get like another shot. Stu trying to hold the line at the very least, same thing with the Ostwind. We'll see how effective that is, as both Jacksons are still pounding them pretty hard. Panzer Grenadiers are decapping the point. They'll probably have to retreat, but at least they decapped it. Meanwhile, over here, the Axis still hold it. The middle has been decapped, so at least they're not losing as badly, but they're still almost 3 times the VP points down. So the Germans need to do something. They do have a Jagdpanzer, not Jagdpanzer, Jagdtiger, Jesus, on the field. The Jagdpanzer is back getting repairs. But, not bad idea. But again, it's like one of those things where it's like, you really have to focus on the armor. And be good at microing to, like, explosive shells. Hopefully, because I unfortunately, the last few games, not doing this on purpose, the last few games have unintentionally been pretty terrible for the Jagdtiger, or an elephant. So hopefully this one is a little bit better. Hopefully. What's the best units in each side right now? The Sturm Officer, I think, or no, Ostwind has the most kills right now for Novak. Mass kill, I think, no, it's his Officer and Panzerfusiliers are tied. Hold on. His MG's at 18. Never mind, his MG. Although Jagdpanzer's probably a close second. Artillery's kind of hitting the back region. Guess trying to get them a repair. Green, unfortunately, a lot of units have died. And Ostwind immediately bites it, so great job. 2004, again, has some great infantry, but he's losing a lot of men. Dingleberry has a lot of very powerful infantry across the board, each with like 20+ kills. Really needs to focus on that. Panzerwerfer coming in, not really getting a great hit at all. Jagdtiger on the front, again, explosive rounds. Bundle grenade being thrown, missing the target. Again, just need that extra something. Meanwhile, we got mid, we got Stug, trying to figure something out, I assume, trying to maybe maneuver its way through. Infantry still pushing forward. Again, they're really trying to break the Germans. Will that happen? Unsure. But paratroopers are giving it their best. And I mean, look, this thing is down to 1 health, so at least good job there. P-47's inbound. So Jagdtiger gonna have some issues. Here they come, ladies and gentlemen. Airstrike inbound with the Jackson support. And, yeah, Jackson's fire some shots. Jagdtiger definitely taking a number of hits. And, right now it's about, like, 40% health down. Another run by P-47s are inbound on target. The question is, will it be enough to take it down? There is an Ostwind being made, but the other Ostwind, I believe, died. Terrible, horrible death. Yep, pretty much. So that's less stuff to shoot down planes with. Oh my god, the poor Stug gets annihilated. Not dead, though. Unlike that plane. They do manage to recrew it. The one last shot will finish it off. So they need just mortar or, you know, a commando insertion. Jesus Christ. No, we don't need a commando insertion. Also, Panzer Quarters immediately putting it into that by, you know, just shooting it. Jagdtiger, surprisingly still on the front. Firefly just putting an end to it. Rockets needed, but alas, not able to fire them. Okay. And mortar carriages just opening fire on a lot of the infantry and stuff. Actually doing a little damage. Jackson's trying to get that kill. They're not overextending. I'll give him this. Dingleberry, as ridiculous as that name is making sure that he does not lose his shit for the most part. He's lost a unit here and there, but overall, preservation has been on point, and his unit composition has been on point. So he's a very good American player, and when supported, goddamn, he's been doing hits. I will say he's a little cautionary, but I don't think that's a bad thing in this situation, especially if he can keep upgrading and vetting up his units to make them incredibly strong and keep annihilating the Germans when they do inevitably overextend and push. So right now, it's really this Brit who's holding the line, but I don't know for how long. The fuel's just been decapped. The Cromwell's trying to hold. There's a Panther, an Ostwind, and a few other, a pack gun. I'm sorry, there's a Comet over here. Wait, is that two? No, it's Cromwell. Okay, I was going to say. I thought it was just I saw it. No, there's three. So, he has enough armor and such that at least he can cause hell for green. But he needs also hold that VP. Right now, it's the only reason why the Germans are on the verge of collapse right now. Because population-wise, we're looking at the Germans. I mean, like, Novak's doing bad. But, like, overall, we're looking at a population size that's in the upper 60s. Where the Allies are, again, upper 60s. Basically by Dingleberry bringing them up. Although, nice kill if they get it with the cross. Oh, my God. Decrewed. Where's that Centaur? Come on. One last barrage. Oh! Cock blocked by the Ostwind. Centaur could have finished it right there if it got a rear armor shot. Alas, it probably will die a painful death. And again, we got Novak coming in help green. Double pack. Again, a little bit bad time. If you would have killed the Panther, that might have been a big win. But alas, green takes the point and might take the Cromwell. We gonna take a Cromwell? I think taking a Cromwell would be a nice win. I'm just saying. Bunker is being made because of course it is. We got British forces coming on with AT, so the Ostwind needs to make a hasty retreat in order to make sure it doesn't die a painful death, because that's a thing. Again, Allies currently outpacing the Germans like 7-1 right now, I would say. No, around there, I would say. 7, but well, that plane just crashed. Luckily, they have crashed into the ambulance. American forces redistributing. They still have Jackson support. Now, the big thing is right now is the other gentleman here has a Vet 3 Jagdpanzer. That is a beast in upon itself. Combine that with the Jagdtiger, if used correctly, yeah, it could do very well. And again, the Allies in this situation have a ton of armor, so the Jagdtiger is a little more effective. And I've seen him use at least explosive shots, right? Yeah, I was going to say. He's got a few kills against infantry. Meanwhile, we got air... Oh, we got something inbound. Hold on. Fire. We got fire coming down the bunker. Okay, try to burn it out so the Allied forces can continue to move in. Now, the Allies have this. If they take mid, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. They need to do something to stop that from the Germans' perspective. Germans at least have some units frontline base, but they need a few more. Panzer IV being developed. You know the enemy has Jacksons, right? And Panzer IVs essentially will be, like, broken open very quickly. Okay. I mean, another thing could be trying to isolate this location and arty them to death. That might be what they're doing. They're retreating over here. I think he realized that, though. There is artillery currently hitting that area. It is up to Vet 1. Support gun as well, funny enough, firing in the same general direction. Oh, nice kill right there. Yeah. Oh, Major fell back, so they're going to change position and head back to base. That will at least keep the American a little bit more of an issue because it'll delay their reinforce rate to the front. Panther coming in to help push back the Centaur with the mass. Oh, wow. They actually didn't get its engine crippled. I'm surprised. Jackson's, though, need to help out its ally over here. Oh, 17-pounder being made. A little far back, but, I mean, again, not a terrible idea to make one. I get why you're making it. Centaur like, I'm trying to kill it. Help. Help. And the Jackson's like, yeah, we got your help. 17-pounder is about to be developed as well, so if they get past the Jacksons, unlikely as that may be, yeah, it'll be torn apart. Meanwhile, the Jagdtiger's moved to left, trying to hit the mortar carriage, which isn't moving, yet somehow the Jagdtiger still missed. It's like, dang, we couldn't get the coordinates right. It's like, sir, he's not even moving. It's like, I have no idea why I missed. Anyway, Jackson's didn't take really any damage from that. Could really redistribute. Plus, both of them have the extra, well, the ability to increase their damage and penetration. So I could easily see this as being, especially called P-47s. I know it might be only a single run, but damn, that could be potent. AT gun as well on standby. They can activate additional sight with additional, again, its own powerful rounds. So many different opportunities here. Luckily, the allies don't have mid, and they don't have this right-hand side yet. Give it a minute. So at least they're not hemorrhaging VP points. So that's a positive right there. Cromwell being redeveloped by the Brits. Okay, wasn't expecting that one. But hey, they got armor back. I mean, any armor they can get is a huge benefit. So P-47's coming on in. Immediately shot down, though they hit the Soldaten. So great job there. Jesus, almost hitting the Sturm officer. Wonderful work. Yeah, luckily the fighting position over here is holding back this unit from capturing the point. Nice grenade, does a little bit of health damage. The problem is right now they need 2 VPs. And alas, even though they're trying their best to hold both VPs, not able to. Plus, Dingleberry did lose a good chunk of his infantry in that. And also double Jacksons. What the fuck happened over here? I guess they pushed and just got oh, they pushed over here. Oh my god, looks like they both got hit. Oh no, there goes one. It's like looking at the aftermath. Oh shit. Yeah, they got torn apart over here from the Jagdpanzer and Jagdtiger. Not bad. Not bad at all. So, yeah, he lost a lot. Luckily, he has a ton of resources, so he's just going to mass produce tank destroyers, but that will reduce his veterancy. Meanwhile, on the right, we got AVRE popping shots at the green gentleman, and it looks like he will take the right-hand side, and it looks like middle is under contest by the Allies, but Panzer Fusiliers by Mass come in and be like, nah, you're not taking the point. Mass having a decent amount of frontline troops. Again, right now, a lot of veterancy on his part, too. So, gotta give credit where credit is due in that regard. But, as long as the Axis currently hold at least one VP point and, you know, contest the other, they won't hemorrhage. Because right now they have 28 points. So it's not a lot of time if the enemy grabs it for you to hold. Now, we got breakthrough attempt over here. Should have braced, didn't. I'm assuming he was waiting for the artillery and thought he could survive in time. Alas, that was not the case. Captain coming over here to take a point of a bunker here. Walks out of the smoke. Great move. Although he's in heavy cover, so alright. Once again, Mass just comes in. Oh, he's on the line. Never mind. I was going to say take the point. Infantry pulling back. And yeah, he got suppressed. So, nice idea for taking the point. Now, luckily, the Brits doing everything he can. And he has a good amount of units, dude. He has a Cromwell, a Centaur, and AVRE. Again, tank destroyer, I think, is something he needs. Pack 40 does fine, but I think you need a bit more. You have tons of manpower and fuel, so I absolutely don't see the reason why you can't get that. But right now, the Allies as well need to reorganize, relax, and then come back. They can't just keep losing units here and there and expect to win the game. Because right now they're in the upper 50s, I would say, for population, while the Allies are easily, yeah, they're easily in like the upper 60s. So, oh my god, nice Panzerwerfer, just annihilating all those round engineers. Meanwhile, where's the Jagdpanzer? Oh my god, more troops dying in mid. Getting a great shot on the AVRE. Yeah, British losing a ton of forces in that whole kerfuffle. And yeah, they're down to 5. Oof. Luckily, they still have a ton of resources at their disposal, but they need to hold those VPs. And luckily, they are doing just that. The Germans are down to 25 points. So as long as they hold that for another minute, well, less than a minute, it would probably be like 30 seconds, they'll win the game. Now, paratroopers are being called in. They need to hold this with something. This is the time for a commando insertion drop to kind of go over that point to hold it. But, yeah, Cromwell trying to fight the Panther. Assuming it was trying to get around it, didn't go fast enough and didn't pen, which fortunately ended up killing him. Meanwhile, we got a ton of forces coming on over. We have only a pack gun to stop it, so really not much. Conqueror, though, could easily deploy more men. I don't know if it would refill his entire army, but at the very least, he could try that. Meanwhile, Firefly is opening fire on the Ostwind. Pioneers taking over that point. Nice shot with the Firefly. Ostwind barely alive. Gangbomb brings him down to lower health as well. Alright, a little better. A little bit better with the overall commando squads. Unfortunately, the other issue was the infantry section, but hey, at least something's living, unlike that Grenadier squad. Meanwhile, we saw that Panther roaming around the Allied lines, going back to his own line, and I don't see anything that would stop him. No mines or anything really on the field. Meanwhile, we got British forces trying to push on in. They could take mid, although there's a bunker here, so they need a long range with tank destroyers or something. Luckily, Dingleberry's taken over here, so the Allies will stop hemorrhaging too many resources. Meanwhile, Jagdtiger knocks out the building. Goes after the commandos because they're in relatively one spot. Gets another great hit with the Panzer Werfer, so good job on that green for 16 kills so far. Not too shabby. American frontline forces have done great. Although we're dealing with a lot of Jacksons right now, so that could turn the tide if they like focus fire and take out some of these units. Panzerwerfer really close to the front. So very curious why they're doing that. Bunkers destroyed. Also weird barbed wire. I guess to stop a flank from occurring. That would be my general speculation on that. They all turn and they're all firing on MG. I mean, it is something. Meanwhile, we do have some forces in mid. Axe is still very low. Jackson's pulling on back. Hot damn, we got the British coming on in. They have a decent amount of men. They could probably, I mean, the bunkers here and that. But remember, oh god, if he got power tech supplies, he could drop smoke. Oh, dang it. That would be actually a good time. You drop smoke, you take it. Now, luckily, he's using the bunker, the AT gun to take out the bunker. Also, artillery's coming on in. The Americans are like, nope, we're just going to go mid. Jagdtiger looking at a wall for some reason, or just redistributing. They're taking mid at the very least. And the other point's decaps. So bringing the Allies slow but steady, very, very close to victory. Meanwhile, Panthers break through on the right. Oh, God. Frag bomb comes on in, stuns the armor, and weakens some of the infantry, though still pretty damn close. Jackson's kind of holding the point. Jagdtiger, I don't know where you are, but you need to come in to assist. Panthers going hunting. Bet 4 Jagdpans are still alive. Gets 1 kill on the Brits. 3, 2. Oh my god, are we really going to lose this? We have 1 point remaining. They need 1. Not close enough. Nope. And the Allies win it. Holy crap. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, I mean, it was a damn close game. I really thought the Germans were coming back, but they just couldn't hold the VPs. Again, good job with controlling that stuff. And I will say that, like, in other situations, I called out the Tiger for not being as effective. Here, the enemy was at least deploying a lot of tank destroyers. I see why you did it. But, again, I think the Jagdpanzer is the MVP. I truly do. It did so much damage and did so many good hits while the Jagdtiger was busy or away or something. Comet's got some good strikes, but again, just good again, Brits doing a good job of holding the point for as long as possible. So, and also a weird commando insertions. Unsure why you did that, but I guess that paid off. Sorta, kinda, maybe. It's like a DC film. You're not sure if that was a payoff or that was just an Easter egg or what it was. Anyway, yeah, so mass kill, by the way. Thank you for submitting this replay. They submitted it, and they lost. 171 kills, 49,000 damage. Axis team, Dingleberry, most kills damage. Those two are by far the best players on their respective teams. For what they did. Novak lost way too much, and Green did very well for himself, better toward the end, and by God, he smashed the Brits. But I just think he needed to guard that VP a little better, and I think, Novak, you need to just make sure your units survive until the end. 2004, did okay, I would say, not great. And the Conqueror did pretty good as well over here, just trying to hold for as long as possible. Though that was probably not going to happen for, too much longer, as his men is very low. He has a decent amount of manpower, but not fuel, so he can't exactly replenish those losses quickly. Just one of those things. But in any case, that's going to be it. If you want to replay some Greyshot Productions, gmail.com, and I'll take a look. But otherwise, I'll see all of you next time. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot. Before you guys go, I want to give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Milam, Joey, G240, Anton, Bishara, Ion, Pyro Shark, Ace, Jakub, Ocwieja. Thank you guys so much for your amazing support. You guys rock. This has been Greyshot17 and his amazing patrons, and I'll see all of you next time.